when it comes to voice search, should brands care right now? Should all brands care? Is it some industries that should care? I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, it's everybody should care.
Right.
It's such a new platform. It's a new, and I don't even want to say it's new because it's been around for a while. Mm-hmm. Like this has been there. IoT's been there, and it's not the future. It's the now. It's what's been going on. A lot of people or technology or appliances just haven't, caught up to it quite yet. But it's here, and it's going on. So businesses, services, as well as products, both local and worldwide, should definitely start producing content that is audible and start getting it out there.
So, yeah. So, all right. So let's talk about that. How do I prepare myself? Preparing content that's audible. Let's dive deeper into that for us.
Any ad content where you can listen to it. Anything that you can do video-wise obviously has audio attached to it, at least most of the time. If it's animated or, it's just transcribed at the bottom and there's nobody talking, then obviously nobody's talking. But for the most part, video has audio attached to it, so that is going to fall into that bank of audible content. Another big one, audiobooks and podcasts. Podcasts are huge, and that's why the industry is blowing up. Most people in the podcasting space, from my experience, is audio only, where they don't have the cameras, and I think that's what differentiates us and separates us from those. Is not only do you get the audio when you work with JWeis, which we put out there on iTunes and Spotify and Google Play and all of the there's 100 podcast channels that we drip the content on, but we also take these video files, which can be dropped on YouTube, your blog, your website, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, et cetera, so that people get the visual on certain platforms and they get the audio on platforms. So anywhere you can consume content, we're going to be there with our platforms. And that's why it's important to start producing this type of content and be on all those platforms, because people are going to hear it. The algorithms are going to hear it. Their cookies, whatever. I don't even know what the correct technology is for the IoT to call it. Mm-hmm. It's listening. And so if you're talking on a podcast and that's playing on a speaker, like let's say it's a pre-recorded video or podcast.
Okay.
So I'm just in my office listening to it with my speakers turned up. Any other device in my room is listening to it. My cell phone's listening to it. If I have one of the new refrigerators with the TV screen in it, a smart fridge or smart TV, those devices are listening. It's going to hear everything that you're saying. In that discussion you're having, you're going to drop some keywords. If you're talking about boats, and let's just say you're a fishing podcast and you're talking about a certain lure or a certain brand or a certain boat or trolling motor, whatever, all that audible is being captured by one of the devices in my office. If it's IoT, if it's connected to the internet, then it stores those keywords in there somehow. And then when you go home and you connect to your Wi-Fi, it then spits that data to every single other network or device that is connected to your network at home. So you go from here listening to a podcast about fishing lures, you go home, all of a sudden you're on your home computer and ads are popping up about fishing lures, and you're like, I was just talking to so-and-so, I was just listening to this, and now it's popping up,
Yeah.
People are getting freaked the fuck out, but that's what it is. That's what's going on. So that's why it's important for you to start producing content as a business owner. I don't care how big or small you are, start producing that content, because you can get these algorithms to start collecting that data now, whether it's a pixel, it's an algorithm, however it's collecting it, start producing fucking content.